Come in.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Yes.
How
Yes.
are you guys doing today?
Wonderful.
Good, good. We have the appointment to review the mortgage insurance today. Glad to see you guys are seated and ready to rock and roll.
Oh, yes.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so is it okay if I sit here?
Certainly,
Go
sir.
ahead.
Awesome. So you guys off on time, had dinner, everything, huh?
Oh, yes, yes.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. What kind of work day do you do that you get off so early?
My work varies. Today I'm off. You know, I'm a manager.
Okay.
Food for less.
Oh, awesome, awesome. So you're able to adjust your schedule. That's why you sat with me at this time, huh?
Certainly.
Okay. How'd you get off so early, Mrs. Smith?
I'm a teacher.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're on summer break right now, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really nice about teaching. That you get the summers off.
Vacations,
Yeah,
everything.
that is very, very nice. That's one of the reasons you definitely want to get into teaching, I guess. So how long you been teaching?
For like 5 years. Or,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you moved up the ranks, huh? You're a manager?
Yes, I've been a manager for about 3 years.
You store manager?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. That's awesome. You must love it.
Well, sometimes it's quite stressful.
I bet. Yeah, yeah.
Keeping the numbers, but you know, we deal with what we have to deal with.
Yes, sir. You guys got any little bambinos?
2.
Two? Okay. Yeah, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 kids, we got a teacher, and we got a manager. We got the whole deal. My card. All right. So I'm gonna take a minute, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over the whole deal with you. Go over what this is about. I know that again, Barry over at United Realty helped you guys purchase the house. You guys had a good relationship with him.
Yes, yes, we
How'd
did.
you guys meet him?
We had met very. I met him at the grocery store.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So he gave you his card.
Yeah, he gave us a card and told me what he
Nice.
did.
Yeah, he's doing his job, huh?
Yeah.
Passing out his card. Good, good. Okay. And so your loan is with American Funding, and it's for $346,000, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So they haven't sold the loan or done anything like that.
No.
Okay. Yeah, because a lot of times, small companies like that, they'll sell. Next thing you know, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, they own the mortgage. So don't be surprised if that does happen, right? All right. So Jerome and Bernice.
Mhm.
All right. And the mortgage is $346,000, right?
Right.
All right. Okay. So Jerome, Bernice, again, your mortgage is currently $346,000. And this is for the type of coverage that if either of you should die, the mortgage is paid off for the family, okay? Now, it used to be that when you died, the money would go directly to the financial institution, the bank. In this case, the money would go to American Funding. Now it's set up so that way you choose a beneficiary, family member, and the money goes directly to them, okay? Now, this is huge because it allows the family to pay off the house completely, make payments until the home is sold off, or sorry, make payments into the house sold off, or just pay down the principal. Basically gives the family all the options, okay? Now, obviously, you guys see why that's important, right?
Yeah, let me ask you, if I passed away, would she be able to receive that check?
Right.
And use that money for whatever she
Right.
want and still able to sell the house?
Right, okay, so the money is not tied directly to the financial institution, okay? It goes directly to the family member, and again, they have the option to pay down the principal, make payments in the home is sold, or just pay out the house. If they just wanna make payments into the house is sold, they keep the rest, that's fine. Now, again, one thing too is I definitely wanna answer any questions that you have. So if you have something, just mentally jot it down. And at the end of the presentation, make sure that if there isn't any question that isn't answered, then at that point we'll go for it.
Okay, good.
So just mentally take notes, but anyway, so yeah, you guys know the importance of being able to make payments on the house that's sold, right? I mean, it allows your family member to keep the house, especially if you have equity in it, okay? So if you have equity and you can't make payments on the house, not only do you lose the house, but you lose the equity in the house. You understand why that's so important?
Okay.
Okay. Now, Jerome or Berenice, do you guys have any work insurance?
Yes, I have insurance with mine. This is a group policy that we have.
Okay, great.
It's termed for $500,000.
$500,000, okay. And Okay, and Bernice, do you have any insurance at work?
Yes, with the
Okay,
school district
okay,
for like 500.
okay, so the same as your own?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now, it's fantastic that you guys have work insurance. Unfortunately, as you already know, you can't take it with you, right?
Mhm.
So, it's good that you do have the coverage though, okay? Are both of you, in good health? No?
I'm doing pretty good. I have low sugar, but
Okay, so
Good.
control high blood pressure?
yes.
No diabetes?
Diabetes, yes.
Okay, so pill or insulin?
Uphill.
Okay, so you're pill
Glipizide
diabetic?
and metformin.
Okay, cool. And when did you, when was your date of onset? When that,
I started about 2 years ago.
okay, so 2013?
14 years.
2014, okay. Alright, 2014, controlled. What's your date of birth?
January 60.
January what?
I'm sorry, January 29th,
Okay.
60.
And Bernice, do you have any medical issues? Any high blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, any cancer, heart
No.
problems, nothing? Do you
No,
take any
none.
medications at all?
No.
And do either of you smoke?
No.
Okay, fantastic. All right. Now, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I'm a broker. What that means is I can do business with most insurance companies that do business in the state of California. That allows me as a broker to find the most competitive rate for my clients for the most amount of coverage, okay? Some of the companies that we currently recommend are Nationwide, Mutual of Omaha, Protective Life, or even Phoenix Life, okay? Now there's a company out there called AM Best, and they're the credit bureau that rates the insurance company's financial strength. Okay, and although it's true that in the last 140 years, there has never been a death claim denied because of companies being insolvent, meaning that they're backed by the federal government, it's still important that you're with a strong company, don't you agree?
Certainly.
And nobody knows the future, and this is why it's extremely important that we continue to recommend A-rated companies, rated that way by AM Best, okay? It just allows you that much more peace of mind. Now, I often sit with 1 or 2 people on a weekly basis that have had cancer, heart attack, or even drug-related problems, and unfortunately, we're unable to get them the coverage that they need to take care of the family. So the mortgage protection plan will take care of the $346,000 when you die. In addition, once you're approved, you can never be canceled. Unlike auto insurance, they cannot take the insurance from you due to any provisional changes or health changes, okay? Now, are you folks clear so far on what we've talked about?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So what I'm gonna do at the moment, because everything's customized for our clients, I'm gonna run some options for you. I already took down, one thing I didn't take down, Bernice, what was your date of birth?
September the 1st.
September the 1st of 1980,
86.
okay, 1986, okay. And, okay, fantastic. So I'm gonna go ahead and run those options for you. Meanwhile, I'm gonna put a video on for you. It's obviously, very heavy on what we do. Talks a little bit about why we do what we do and why you do what you do, you know? So, okay. Are you guys familiar with Ethan Hawke?
I've heard that name before.
He's an actor in that movie, Denzel Washington movie called Training Day.
Training.
You guys heard of Training Day, right?
Yeah.
Well, when we do, we tell them wrong. We focus on the wrong parts. Like there's a story we like to tell ourselves about life. In the story, we will grow up, go to college, have a career, get married, have a family, grow old, and when, after a very long life, it is time to get our affairs in order, life will let us know. As if death will be so kind as to warn us, he will inform us. Like when at the end of a trip, a text arrives, an alert to our phone that says, say your goodbyes, tend to your home, contact your lawyer, settle your affairs. We believe that story to be true until we are blindsided by heartbreak that seems so unfair. Beneath so much debt, it is a struggle just to get air. Everything was fine, and then out of nowhere, the phone rings. A siren wails. We crash straight into a doctor's chair. As the hair on our neck stands up, we stand up unprepared as she pulls the air from our lungs so we can't speak. We listen as she says the words, critical condition, terminal, hit and run. It's in his lungs, you are dying, and there is nothing to be done. And when we tell the story of life insurance, that's the story we tell. We focus on death, the tragedy, the sadness, but that's telling it wrong. But I'm not saying there is pain or heartache or sacrifice. Of course there is. That's life. And those things happen for the same reasons. Tooth fairies and sunsets and great wine and grandchildren happen. And that's life. It's not that the tragedy isn't there. It's that it isn't all that's there. And there's so much more. And in all this hopelessness, hope is. But to see it, we have to shift our focus. Like standing in the middle of a burnt out forest, only we don't notice. Instead, we are drawn to where a perfect blue crocus lifts up its head to remind us that on the most tragic days, after we are dead and gone, life will find a way to go on. And sometimes what happens in a moment stays with us for years, and yet the living must lift the head, persevere. That is why at some point in the middle of all those tears, a laugh, your memory finds its way out, and when it is needed most, a check appears with a memo line that may as well read, despite the fact that my body is no longer here, I still live. My love lives, even though I don't. My presence will be present, even though my body won't. As sure as death is part of life, life is also part of death. So when your last exhale will wait no more, your loved ones will pick it up from the bottom of your lungs, place it lovingly onto their own, and complete your breath. The heart can stop beating, even as it refuses to. The body can stand tall, even as it is laid to rest. But it will. Only if you choose to ensure that a check will check on them on your behalf for years after you've left, because the answer is no. When the question is, are you interested in preparing for your death? But when the question is, do you want to take care of your family? The answer is always yes. If you ask my dad about dying, he will tell you he doesn't worry about his final resting place. He worries about my mother and paying the mortgage so she will finally have a place to rest without worry. My friend told me he had one thought as his son raced to the hospital at 3 a.m. with him in the back seat struggling to breathe. He thought, what will happen to my son if I die? I mean, that's life, he told me later. He said, that's how it works. Real love means it happens to you both. We don't buy car insurance for when we get hit. We buy it for when we hit someone. We don't buy life insurance, but when we die, we buy it for when they don't. We buy it because when we love someone, we want to protect them from any added despair, any hardships that can be spared, to experience the happiest moments, even when we won't be able to experience them beside them. And it gives us comfort to know if we aren't able to have those moments, we can provide them. I mean, moments like walking down the aisle, right? Or the first grandchild born, moving into your new dorm, eating together as a family, hanging pictures on the wall of your first home. And all of those moments, Dad is here, Mom is with us, even lives. It is because of Susan this was possible. In all of those moments, we are none of us alone. This is not about memories, but what our lives are able to become. This is about understanding that when you love someone, you do whatever you can to help them, to hold them, to enfold them in the truth of this immutable fact. Life insurance is the final loving act of a person who at the end didn't see flashes of his own life. Instead, he saw the future he wanted for his parents, his kids, his wife, and he knew that if their pain could somehow be lessened, their load perpetually lightened, that perhaps their grief will be less sharp than it might have been. And by preparing for what might be, despite being frightened, it's like taking your loved one softly by the wrist, holding out the life insurance as a gift and saying, This is for all the flowers I would have bought. These are pennies for all of our children's thoughts. The mortgage for the house we finally got. I don't know if it's enough, babe, but it's a lot. Please use it to make the life we dreamed about exist. And if our kids ever wonder if I love them, you give them each a kiss while clenching this life insurance policy in your fist, and you tell them there is no doubt he loved us. He did this.
You need some tissue? This is the real deal right there, huh?
That's powerful.
Yeah. All right. So like I said, what we do is we customize special plans for our clients. They're built specifically for individuals. So when we come out, we do that. We go over some of the bigger companies that we deal with. We find the most competitive rate for you. Do all that. Okay. So actually. your Wi-Fi. You guys don't have a password. What's going on with that?
Okay. Secure.
Secure? No, not secured, huh?
I like that watch, sir.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I recently jammed one of the dials,
Oh,
so
yeah.
my Mont Blanc isn't working appropriately the way it's supposed to. Alright. So, the way the plan works, the way your home mortgage protection plan works is that when you die, Jerome, your family will immediately receive $346,000, okay? Bernice, when you die, your family immediately receives $346,000, okay? If something were to happen to both of you at the same time, then your family would receive $792,000, 2 times the amount, okay? Now, the money goes to the family, and it is paid immediately within 10 business days if everything's done correctly. It does avoid income tax, so the money's paid income tax free, okay? Avoids the probate process. Are you familiar with probate?
Yes, I understand.
9 to 12 month period of time, very difficult for the family. This avoids that. It's also creditor proof, meaning that if you owe any outstanding credit cards, that type of thing, creditors can't touch this money. Okay, some of the benefits in the home mortgage protection plan are the common carrier rider, meaning that if you should die in a bus, train, airplane, or anything that's a common carrier, the insurance company will pay out 2 times the amount. Okay, critical illness rider. If you have a heart attack, stroke, cancer, ALS, which is Alzheimer's, you'll have access to your death benefit while you're still living. Okay. Chronic illness rider. If you can't do 2 of your 6 daily living activities, such as dressing, bathing, toileting, eating, transferring, incontinence, you'll have access to your death benefit while you're still living. Terminal illness rider. For whatever reason, a doctor says you have 12 months or less to live, you'll have access to your death benefit while you're still living. Okay. The plan is portable, means that you won't have to requalify if you move, you sell, or you refinance. You can take the plan with you. Okay. It's also convertible, means that if you want to go from term to permanent, you won't have to requalify. You'll be able to convert at the same rating you're at today. So God forbid your health changes. Obviously you're gonna get a little older, but your health changes or any issues like that, you can convert without having to requalify. It's at your health that you're at today. Okay. Now, Jerome, the monthly payment for you is $92 monthly, and for you, Bernice, it is $38 a month. Okay. So, Jerome, Bernice, if you were to die, your family's taken care of. Okay. If you become critically ill, chronically ill, or terminally ill, you're taken care of. Now, can you see why we recommend family protection plan for our clients? It only makes sense, right? Okay. So, just to get something clear, all we're doing today is just finding out if you even qualify, okay? Because 1 of 2 things are going to happen. We're going to submit the information to the insurance company. The nurse is going to come out, draw your blood and urine samples, get all that stuff, give you a free physical, and then the insurance company in about 3 to 4 weeks is either going to say, hey, listen, everything came back the way it's supposed to. We can move forward at this point, or some came back with your blood, with your lab works, your blood, something you didn't know about, and now you have something else to worry about. Okay. So, like I said, today all we're doing is setting up the time for the nurse to come out, draw your blood and urine, filling out the application, and starting the underwriting process. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to ask you folks a few questions. Like I said, we'll get that submitted. So I already have most of your information here. So Jerome, what's the O stand for in your middle name?
Oscar.
Okay, so Jerome Oscar Bayless.
Mhm.
Okay. And so, so you got you guys are both married, right?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. And you're born in what state?
I'm born in California.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Okay. And then we did say your date of birth was,
January 29th.
yeah, January 29th, 1960, right?
Yes.
Okay. And, okay, fantastic. And so you're at Food for Less. How long have you been at Food for Less?
I've been there for about 10 years.
Okay, 10 years. And what's your annual income there?
And it was probably about 90,000.
90,000. Okay, fantastic. And what Food for Less do you work at? The one here in Redlands?
Yeah, right here.
Okay. All right, great. Now, Jerome, in the event that you should die, I'm assuming that you're going to leave your wife, Bernice, as your primary 100% beneficiary, right?
Yes,
Okay.
she'll be the primary beneficiary.
All right. And and again, Berenice is 9/1/1986, right? And what's your social, Berenice?
638
Okay.
48
Okay.
01
Okay.
80.
Okay, fantastic. And your spouse, 100%. And do you want to leave your children as primary or contingent beneficiaries?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're leaving. What was your name? What was your son's name?
Junior, Jerome.
Okay, Jerome Jr. Jerome
Mm.
Bayless
Yeah.
Jr. Okay. And what's his date of birth?
His is 9, tend to forget, 9/12, 83.
Okay. And he's your son, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Do you want to leave him at 50% beneficiary or 100%?
Well, God, that's more. I got two.
There we got
So 50%?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one, what's his name?
Is Oscar.
Oscar. Perfect. Oscar Bayless.
Yeah.
And what's his date of birth?
July 16th
Okay.
of 95.
Okay. All right. And he's your son as well. 50% beneficiary?
Yes.
All right. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys both your risk of death questions. But first, let me go over. So real quick, too, your beneficiaries, again, something happens to you, Bernice, your wife, is 100%. Your son Jerome Jr. is contingent 150%, and your son Oscar is 50% as well, right? Perfect. Okay, something happens to you guys are taken care of, right? Okay. So Jerome, what's your social?
934
Okay.
33
Okay.
63
Okay.
88.
Okay. And what's your driver license number?
M
Okay.
11
Okay.
8345.
Okay. California. Perfect. Okay. All right. And we do have your number is 909-544-8262. That's a good
That's
number?
correct.
Okay, great. All right, fantastic. So now I'm going to ask both of you guys the risk of death questions, and I'll ask them together just because they're the same questions. So. Well, first we'll start off with, do you currently have any life insurance? You say you have insurance through work, but no personal plans, right?
No personal.
Okay. And do you currently have any active applications for insurance?
No.
Okay. And so we go through the whole risk of death questions. You smokers, alcohol abusers, that kind of stuff. We answer no, right?
No.
Okay. So now we've gone through all that, and now we've gone through both applications. I've gotten your information, and now we're gonna set up a time for the nurse. Okay. So Jerome, Bernice, when's a good day for the nurse to come out and give you a physical? It's not gonna cost you anything. You want to make sure it's something where it's in the morning because that's when you naturally fasted. You want to make sure you don't eat anything after midnight. So she comes out Monday to Sunday. She's awesome. What's a good day for you guys?
Yeah, what's a good day for you?
Like a Saturday?
Saturday, okay. You prefer like early morning or late morning?
Early.
Okay.
Yes,
So we'll say like 8 a.m.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna call her right now. We're gonna schedule. Okay.
All right.
Hey Donna, it's Manny. How's it going? I'm here in Redlands. I got two clients, husband and wife. They want to schedule for Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Will that work for you? Redlands. Okay. She said she's not available at 8, but she can see you at 7 or she can see you at 10.
7.
7 a.m.? Okay, 7 a.m. Redlands. I'll send you the information later. It is for protective. Thank you, Donna. Bye. Okay, so it's actually going to be for 7 a.m. Saturday morning. And again, you can drink all the water you want. You don't want to eat anything after midnight. As soon as she gets here, she's done. You guys can have all the food you want. Okay. So again, that's free. It's not going to cost you anything. And so one of the things that I do is I make sure that I go over the application completely with you. I get your signatures, and then all right. Again, so we're not collecting any money today. All we're doing is finding out if you qualify 3 to 4 weeks. But if you do get approved, Jerome, Bernice, the insurance company does draft out of your account monthly. So if you get approved, you accept the policy, they will draft. So we need a voided check that goes with the application. You can go ahead and grab that for me now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get that.
Okay. You grab a voided check. Fantastic. Great. All right. So, do you folks have any questions for me at this time?
No, really.
Okay.
You covered everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So you guys have my card. You feel free to call me if you have any questions. I will keep you posted. I'll give you a call about once a week just to give you an update on how everything is going. I'm gonna go ahead and leave everything we talked about in these packets. These packets have a lot of information. If you have any questions about it, give me a call. About the insurance company, amazing insurance company, Protective Life's been around for over 100 years, A-rated by AM Best. So these packets are staying with you. Please feel free to read them, go over them. Also, the last thing is, one thing that we definitely do is when we come out, we see our clients, we make an effort to try to get them the coverage so they can take care of their families, right? And in return, we ask that when we come out with your policy, deliver it to you. That means we went up to bat and got you the coverage, that you have a list of names of individuals that are in your position, family, friends, that you think may need the assistance in being able to get the coverage for their family as well. So basically somebody that you can think of that we can call and try to help, okay?
Yeah.
Maybe a list of 10, 15 people, okay? Is that fair?
We'll see what we can do.
All right, sounds good. So, if you guys have any questions, feel free to call me. Other than that, I'll keep you posted. Nurse will call you, set up the, or complete the physical. It's not gonna cost you anything, good to go, okay? All right.
Manuel, it's a pleasure.
Really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Beautiful
you.
home.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you. You guys have a nice evening.
You too.
Okay.